Rolex does not sell watches. Let that sink in for a moment. If you think people hand over $10,000, $50,000, or even $1 million just to know what time it is, you are trapped in the ultimate marketing illusion. Your smartphone tells the time for free. A $10 plastic watch tells the time more accurately than a mechanical Rolex. Yet, millions of people look at this ticking piece of metal as the holy grail of achievement. Why? Because Rolex is not in the watch business. They are in the human psychology business. They don't sell a device that tracks hours and minutes. They sell something far more powerful: social status and power. But behind this shiny curtain of luxury lies a massive dark secret. A secret that protects billions of dollars from the tax man and hides their true financial power from the entire world. Today, we expose the untouchable financial ghost. Imagine you are a multimillionaire. You walk into a Rolex boutique with $20,000 in cash, ready to buy a brand new Rolex Submariner. You expect elite customer service, but instead, the salesman looks at you, smiles, and says, "I'm sorry, sir. There is a 2-year waiting list." This is not an accident. This is artificial scarcity. Rolex produces around 1 million watches every single year. That is a massive number. They have the factory power, the materials, and the money to make 5 million watches if they wanted to, but they choose not to. Why? Because if anyone can buy a Rolex, then a Rolex loses its magic. Luxury is built on exclusion. If a billionaire and a regular college student can wear the exact same watch tomorrow, the billionaire will stop buying it. By forcing ultra-rich clients to wait for years, Rolex creates a psychological hunger. It turns a product into a trophy. When you wear a Rolex, you are not telling people the time. You are screaming to the room, "Look at me! I am important enough to get on the list." To understand how this illusion was built, we have to travel back to 1905 to a man named Hans Wilsdorf. Wilsdorf wasn't a watchmaker, he was a marketing genius. At a time when everyone used pocket watches, he gambled on wristwatches, but he knew he needed proof. In 1927, a young woman named Mercedes Gleitze swam across the English Channel. Wilsdorf handed her a Rolex Oyster, the world's first waterproof watch. She swam for over 10 hours in freezing water. When she came out, the watch was working perfectly. Wilsdorf put this on the front page of every major newspaper. Rolex didn't advertise in regular magazines. They placed their watches on the wrists of world leaders, deep-sea explorers, aviation pioneers, and elite athletes. They aligned the brand with human greatness. When NASA went to the moon, Rolex wanted to be there. When scientists went to the deepest part of the ocean, Rolex went with them. By the time the 21st century arrived, the brainwashing was complete. Rolex became the global uniform for success. But here is where the story takes a bizarre twist. Who owns Rolex? You might think it's a massive corporation traded on the stock market like Apple or Louis Vuitton. You might think a family of billionaires is getting rich off every watch sold, but you would be completely wrong. Rolex is legally registered as a non-profit charity. Yes, a company that generates an estimated $10 billion a year is technically a charitable foundation. When the founder, Hans Wilsdorf, died in 1960, he had no children. He left 100% of his ownership of Rolex to the Hans Wilsdorf Foundation. Because it is registered as a charity in Switzerland, Rolex enjoys unbelievable benefits. First, they do not have to pay corporate income taxes. Second, by Swiss law, they are a private foundation, which means they are under zero obligation to reveal their financial records to the public. Nobody knows how much profit they make. Nobody knows where the billions of dollars truly go. And nobody can audit them. They are an untouchable financial ghost. Now, does this money go to feed poor children? Some of it does. The foundation funds scholarships, watchmaking schools, and environmental projects. But the vast majority of the billions they make is reinvested right back into the company to buy real estate, dominate markets, and ensure that no competitor can ever touch them. They have created the ultimate perpetual money machine. They use tax-free profits to run the most aggressive marketing campaigns in history, which increases the demand, which allows them to raise their prices every single year, which makes the brand look even more exclusive. It is a flawless, beautiful, and terrifying business model. They took a simple tool used to tell time, wrapped it in psychological scarcity, hid it inside a non-profit foundation, and conquered the luxury world. So, the next time you see someone wearing a Rolex, ask yourself this: are they wearing a watch, or are they wearing a masterfully designed illusion? If you had $50,000 right now, would you buy a Rolex to join the elite, or would you invest it elsewhere? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more deep dives into the hidden secrets of wealth and power. See you in the next documentary.